I saw a story this week, and I got to get immediately into it with you. Saints rookie Trevor Penning kicked out of practice after starting to fight 3 straight days. We've already established on this show from Brett Kiesel and you personally, you are a fighter in training camp. Give me a breakdown as a veteran. You see a rookie getting in a fight 3 straight days and then getting kicked out of practice. How do you see that?
I don't think I've ever gotten in a fight.
Benny Snell would beg to differ.
No, honestly, you look at the kid and you say he's a first rounder trying to prove himself. I can tell you what we're thinking. I didn't fight my first day, but I fought. I think my second day. It was because they let the reins off of me and let me got to work. Um, we always talk about Mike T always tells us don't take it, and that means just don't take the holding and stuff and get used to guys beating down on you from the rookie's perspective. And you want to hit back, you want to show them you're tough, you want to go out there, especially in the lines, the front lines, because you want to show that you have the toughness to be out there. You want to show that you belong. But as the veteran, you're like, what the heck is this kid doing? I don't know what started the scrum, but 3 days definitely is a lingering thing. We always talk about like leaving that in the past and leaving that last play and moving on to the next. You have to be very cognizant of that. You can't just think about the last play. You should be trying to start first with your teammates. Uh, Open hand, punching a helmet doesn't do much, but you could break your hand. And I've always been told that get your body shots in. But 3 days I've never done it back to back to back. And if you look at him in college, I think he had a nasty streak like that as well. I think at the Senior Bowl, everyone kept showing the clip of Trevor Penning going out there and doing things that are uncharacteristic of an offensive lineman, whether it was slinging the defensive end or defensive lineman into the behind him, which would have been the quarterback's feet, and he was praised for it. I think there's a big problem when we're teaching guys on social media these bad habits. You can be a tough guy on the field, in the confines of the game. But there needs to be a level of respect out there. Obviously, that happens, but 3 days in a row shouldn't be happening.
Well, yeah, and I saw his coach said we don't have time for that. So I wonder, as a veteran, would you feel like you need to step in and go talk to him, or does a coach need to go talk to him if it's 3 straight days? It just seems like it's a problem at that point, like you said, a lingering problem.
Yeah, veterans will talk to him. I think they've got good leadership in a guy like Cam Jordan. It says, "Hey, Rook, I understand you want to be tough. I understand you want to be a part of this team, but going forward, you need to understand how we do things and how we need to work together." Mike T always says to us, "I'm not looking for an MMA team, but I'm looking for a tough team." And it's we're not trying to build fighters. We're not trying to set up our team to just go out there and pick up penalties. We're looking to be smart, calculated, and be a grit and grindy team. And beating up your teammates does nothing.
Okay, I do have one question for you, and I want you to be honest with me. Forget the recording, forget cameras are on here. Have you ever thought about getting kicked out of practice just so maybe you could take the day off? Hot day in Latrobe, you just need a break. Hey, I'm going to get kicked out of practice and go take my pads off and go get a glass of water.
Uh, I think Mike T would probably think that's rewarding me. Um, like Mike T would probably be like, "Hell no, I'm not giving Cam what he wants." But honestly, like I love practice. I love competition. If you get the best of me in one drill, I'm trying to get the best of you in the next. And if we've started a fight in one drill, I plan on trying to beat you up in the next drill in a way that's conductive and shows that we're trying to play football here. Obviously there's scrums in football. Usually it's just like guys holding each other's helmets because nobody's able to get a shot in. Very rarely do you just see punches thrown. I always think about the one fight between Andre Johnson and who was the corner?
Cortland Finnegan.
Cortland Finnegan. And I don't know what was said, and you start to think about like how did it ever get to that point? Because I don't even think in 2022 that even gets past like the first punch, because like there's so many people stepping in from there. One fight I do want to bring up though, I saw in training camp one time, uh, and it wasn't even a fight. I think because I think DeAndre Hopkins versus who was the corner?
Oh,
Oh
D'Angelo Hall when he tore his knee up.
yes,
That's bad,
yes.
dude. You shouldn't bring that up. That's bad.
But
That's
think
bad.
about it that way though. Like instead of trying to beat the kid up and trying to fight the guy, mano a mano, and not inside the confines of the game, you said, "Okay, I'm gonna take this to the field," and he paid for it. And so now looking back at it, it's like, okay, he showed his technique. He showed he was better than him on the field, and that's what you're more concerned with.
Do you think a coach sometimes likes when he sees a fight in practice? Is that ever could that ever be a good thing?
You like the chippiness and like the guys being on edge, but you don't want anybody getting hurt. Uh, I think everybody worries about. I think coaches are very cognizant of one or two guys swinging, and then you see a helmet thrown or a guy hitting the with their hands into somebody's helmet. That's scary business. We don't want to get anybody hurt and be on IR and really set yourself back before the season even starts.